My name is Casey Robertson and I work at the Colbert Animal Shelter. This morning when I got here to transport, I got out and we found little Oscar. You've seen him on Facebook today. He's paralyzed in his rear end, and PAWS has generously found a foster for him, and they're carrying him up to the vet here just a little while, and people have been donating and helping with him, and he is the sweetest thing.
I saw on Facebook this morning, Colbert Shelter posted that a little puppy, blue heeler puppy, had been dumped before they got there this morning, and he could not use his legs. They took some pictures of him, and they called Terry Whalen, the president of PAWS, and asked if we would take him in because he really did not stand a chance at a full shelter with that kind of disability. So I posted for a foster, and Colleen Barker said she would foster him. And I called Dr. Bonner and talked with him. Would he do an assessment for us? He said he would. So, hey, he's been shot with a BB. And that's what it is. And he said that's where he was shot. Okay. And it went, instead of right hitting the vertebrae, not into it. They don't put it. Okay. It's on it. He said it needs to come out immediately, like Monday. Okay. And he may have a chance. Someone shot this baby. And sweet. He is as sweet as...
So obviously this dog has been abused.
That's against the law. It's a felony.
Well, either someone's trying to kill him or get him away from, I mean, scare him off.
So now we know what caused this baby's disability, and it was a person who shot him with a BB. And Dr. Bonner said the BB went in about the worst it could be, where it is on the spinal cord. That makes me so angry.
But that'll work out there. What we see here is a metallic object directly located over top of the spinal cord. This is his vertebral column. The spine itself actually runs in this darker area through here. And what's happened is this metallic object, which is a BB, has unfortunately been placed perfectly between two vertebrae. Unfortunate for him because it's now compressing on his spinal cord and causing neurologic dysfunction downstream for this injury. So it's causing him to drag his legs, have lack of feeling in tail, and just some general discomfort, as you might expect. What we're going to do is we're going to go to the next x-ray, which is him laying on his back, and we'll zoom in again. And what this tells us here is, again, we have this metallic BB sitting here. Based on this x-ray with the one we had before, we know that it is pushing directly on the spinal cord. The spine, again, will run right in this area. We know it's right located as far as height, right at the edge of the spinal cord, so we know it's up here pushing on it. And so this is a situation where we have some inflammation, probably some bleeding around it that's caused compression of our spinal cord. And again, that's causing all that neurologic dysfunction as we go further downstream from it. So the intent on this one would be to initially start this puppy on some steroids to help with inflammation, help with cord swelling, and then, if possible, go in and actually remove the source of the compression and hope for a long-term improvement. If we remove the source of the compression, remove the source of the inflammation, the hope would be that the cord, if not permanently damaged, could completely fix itself, and you theoretically could have a quote-unquote normal dog post-surgery.
Is there any way to know how long that's been in there?
You got to think it's fresh because the wound's still open.
Okay.
I mean, I would not think more than a day or two, if that.
Because he was dumped last night, so probably
I mean, it may have been yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it may have been yesterday that it happened. So,
which is the better scenario.
It's good.
Right?
I mean, the quicker you could get into it, the better off we would be.
Oh, you can do your surgery Monday?
Yeah, I think we can do this Monday. I would.
Well, he just needs to stay calm and
absolutely in a caged confinement area.
I did bring him a kennel.
The dog currently doesn't necessarily feel like wanting to do too much, apparently, and he was probably not that well cared for based on muscle mass and those type of things. We know we do have some parasites. We saw some on the stool sample. So those would be things that we can make him feel better in general about. He's
starving, I'm sure.
Yeah, absolutely. And he's probably going to have a little bit of slow time with that stomach emptying just from malnutrition.
Oh, baby.
just not received much nutrition. He has not got much muscling on him or anything else. So, poor kid.
So what are you guys doing to him?
Just putting a catheter so we can put some fluids to him, and some medication if we have to.
He is really small, and so we were thinking he was about 3 months old until Dr. Bonner looked at his teeth. He said he's 6 months old. He's just been neglected for a long time. He's about half or less than half the size he should be. And he's about a sweet pie.